Yes, honeys, it's me, Hans, international superstar, and I know many of you have been a little concerned, worried during the pandemic, and what that means for going to see shows at the theatre. So, today I thought we should ask the expert, Professor Nicola Spurrier. Grab your mask and follow me. My darling Professor Spurrier, welcome here to the beautiful Her Majesty's Theatre. It's festival season, and as you know, South Australians love their theatre, as do I, as do you. So tell me, is it going to be safe for me to go to a theatre with, 1,000 of my closest friends?
Hans, the most important thing for all South Australians is to still follow health advice. So if you have any symptoms whatsoever, bit of a sore throat, runny nose, please do not go to the theatre. Go and get a PCR test instead. Also, if you're a close contact and you're supposed to be in quarantine, forget the theatre tickets that night so that everybody can be safe. But the other thing is, Hans, moving forward, we still need to be able to enjoy our lives. And the theatre is one of those beautiful things that many people have missed. So I do think it is safe to come. There's a few other things from a personal point of view that are really important. Most importantly is being vaccinated. And by fully vaccinated, I do mean having the third dose, so 3 doses. We know with Omicron, 3 doses will give the same effect as 2 doses did with Delta.
Okay, so I'm double vaccinated. I've had my booster. The wonderful ladies at the chemist sorted me out. What else do I need to be mindful of?
Well, there are a few other things, and one of those things is to remember to use the old hand sanitizer. I always keep some in my handbag.
Wash your hands is what you're saying. Yes.
Exactly. There's always lots of hand sanitizer when you go to the theatre, so just make sure you use it regularly. It is good to think about not staying for long periods of time in the foyer where it tends to be crowded or around the bar area. So try and minimise your time there and come and take your seat quickly. And of course, wearing your face mask at all times.
Well, check it out, honey. Look at this mask today. What do you think about it? I've got the bling for you. What do you think of it?
It is beautiful, and I must say the sequins probably provides some protection. And I have noticed that as you're talking, yes, Hans, it keeps slipping.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Lucky for you, I have brought a mask, and this is a surgical mask, and that will provide much better protection.
Oh, pinch the nose?
That's perfect.
Could I put my beautiful sequins over the top?
Absolutely, if you would like to, that is perfect.
Look at that. Health and fashion, honey.
Absolutely, and I did notice that the blue mask does match your eyeshadow.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
The other thing to do is have your vaccine certificate on your phone already before you come. That just means it minimises your time with staff on that face-to-face time that you're spending with staff. And then, of course, try to avoid the really crowded areas around the bar and the congestion around the bar.
When I'm back at my seat and I want to be drinking while the show's happening, am I allowed to take the mask off for that?
Of course, you can't drink with a mask on.
No.
My suggestion is you just slip off one ear so it's still hanging there, and this is the way I do it, then have a sip and then put your mask back on, and that keeps your neighbours safe.
What about, if the neighbour, somebody sitting next to me at the theatre, they don't have a mask on, or maybe their mask's down their chin. Can I get a little bit, dare I say it, a little bit German on them? Can I tell them off?
I think everybody needs to be mindful that not everybody can wear a mask. There are health reasons why some people may not be wearing a mask. But of course, if it's just slipped down, I think it would be fine just to politely say to them, hey, maybe put your mask back on. And of course, if you're really worried, you can always ask one of the helpful theatre attendants who will help sort that situation for you.
Now, we know that a lot of children still cannot be vaccinated. Should they still come to the theatre?
Well, of course, children 5 to 11 can now be vaccinated in South Australia. So I'm really hopeful that very soon all South Australian children will be vaccinated. However, children, the same as adults, still need to follow health advice. And so if they are a close contact or they have any symptoms, they shouldn't be coming.
What if, unfortunately, the unthinkable does happen and I've been to a wonderful show and then I later find out I've tested positive? What should I do?
Well, the good news is, Hans, because you've worn your mask the whole time, you've been very compliant, chances are you won't have spread your infection to other people. But I do think it's important that you ring the theatre management and let them know as soon as possible. And they'll let SA Health know, and then we can make a determination whether we need to do any close contact tracing.
Good idea. So there you are, darlings. You've heard it from the expert. You can continue to support live performances, but please follow all the health directions and wear a bloody mask, okay? Darlings, we cannot wait to welcome you back to the theatres here in South Australia. And who knows, you may find yourself sitting right next door to a COVID expert or South Australia's most beloved German, darlings. See you at the theatres. Cheers, honeys.